Good afternoon, listeners. Welcome for the final time this season from the CRMOT Centre Community Stadium at the Lamb for this Central League Southern clash between Tamworth and Rushden and Diamonds. Commentary will be brought to you this afternoon by myself, Kev Clark, and alongside me, Stuart Bywater. So, for Tamworth in goal, Jazz Singh, 2 Christian Green, 3 Jordan Goff, 4 Ryan Bezic, 5 Captain Joel Kettle, 6 Joe Magunda, 7 Jack Concannon, 8 Jordan Clement, 9 Tyrell Waite, 10 Chris Spencer and 11 Chris Late. On the bench for the Lambs, Kyle Ambris, Revenel James, Claudio Diaz, Harrison James and Janai Gordon. But it's warming off, it's bright enough, and we are underway for the final time this season. Tamworth versus AFC Rushden and Diamonds. A bright start by Tamworth, no chance on the Rushden goal as yet. But here comes Tamworth now. It is Tyrell Waite. Cross comes shot across the goal there. The goalkeeper spilt that. Leiston try not to fall into that trap, and in the end they were on the receiving end of 5 goals, weren't they? So I think Tamworth will find some joy with that. And I think certainly if Tamworth do get the first goal and get the lead, then that will really play into our hands. Here comes Chris Lake, straight down the middle. Actually, he's managed to wriggle through, gets a toe to it, pushed away initially by the keeper, and Jack Concannon's follow-up is forced wide for a Tamworth corner. The best chance for Tamworth so far, Stuart.
Yeah, at first, I think Chris Lake potentially could have had a penalty or a free kick there, Kev, because he was being pulled back as he'd beat 3 or 4 Rushden men sharing the same birthday as you.
Yeah. Long shot from Rushden, had to be tipped over by Jazz Singh. It was Zach Reynolds who took an opportunist strike there from about 25 yards on the half volley. Yeah, decent effort, actually, great technique.
Yeah, and it was dipping, wasn't it, as well, Kevin? Needed to be saved by Jazz, and it was saved well at the expense of a corner. Rushden and Diamonds have had their chances as well.
Double save by Ben Heath, keeping the scoreline at 0-0. Here's Jack Concannon now. Rolls it back to Chris Lake, charged down in the area again, and it just won't fall for Tamworth. Great play by Jack Concannon after a ball through midfield to him. He looked up, he found Chris Lake, a little sidestep, and it looked like he got an open goal to aim at, but somehow there's a sliding tackle in the middle of the 6-yard box, Stuart. Full-back counterpart there. Sam Brown, it flicked off the Rushden man for a Tamworth throw in front of the shed, and Tamworth are on with this very quickly now. Jack Concannon on the corner edge of the 18-yard box. Rolls one into Bezic to try one from range. That looked like a hand. Well, it's not given. There were loud calls for that there, just inside the box. It definitely hit an arm there, but nothing doing for Tamworth. Here's Clement now into Waite, back heel. Jack Concannon got a shot off, but again it's charged down, and it just won't happen so far for Tamworth, Stuart.
Do you know what? I'm going to say something a bit strange now. Usually, we criticise players for being a little bit selfish when there's potentially passes on. But this afternoon, they've all been wanting to pass to each other and not be selfish. And I think a bit of selfishness there, could have had a better chance on goal.
Here's Chris Late again. He made mincemeat of Alex Collard there and made his way into the 18-yard box. Back again to Dolman, thinks about going long down the middle, but instead chips it out to this near side to the other fullback, Reynolds. Immaculate control by the fullback there actually, but he had no real option first time and then had to delay. Yeah, of course. Hicks has left it for Curtis now, number 7. Swings it into the Lambs area. Singh comes and punches. Not fully cleared yet. The rain's on the end of that one. Chips it back up towards the far post.
Yeah, Joe Magunda's actually gone down. He looked to be in some pain, but he's got up straight away. I think actually Jazz Singh came over the top of him to punch that one away, Kevin. He looked in a little bit of discomfort, but he's on his feet.
No place in the starting lineup today for Revenel James or Janai Gordon. 2 players that have featured well in the last couple of games. Janai, man of the match here against Leiston, and a good show away at Barwell. He's on the bench. Here comes Tom Lorraine now across the goal and dealt with by Kettle. Not fully cleared yet, but that was a really clever ball back into the Tamworth box for Tom Lorraine. it's a situation there where it's an obviously where the player is offside and it is going to that player. They're the ones that I think should just straight up. But you know, we've remarked a number of times on commentary, haven't we, that doesn't happen. Chris Late, a couple of skills now, rolls one back to Goff, goes for the 1-2. Always wants to check back in on his right hand side, and that he does. Curls one towards the far post, and it had to be saved. Well, he was just waiting, weren't he, Stuart, for that chance to open up. That's staggering, considering they've scored 59 in the season.
And there goes the half-time whistle. Dead on the 45 minutes, Kev, like I actually predicted this time, so I got this one right. But yeah, anyway, it was not a super entertaining half of football, but it was still fairly positive from a Tamworth perspective.
And we are underway for the final period of the season, with no playoffs, of course, to look forward to, and no involvement in that for either side. He is, and he's very much Tamworth, becoming Tamworth through and through. He loves being at Tamworth, and we've heard that directly from him. It's one of those that I'm 100% sure will be around next season. Now here's Reynolds for Rushden. Low trajectory cross, it's managed to squirm its way through to the far post, and actually that was a shot by, I think it was Tom Lorraine at Jazz Singh. It wasn't anywhere near close enough to the corner to cause Tamworth a problem. Oh, it's hooked back in from the far touchline by Magunda, not really where he wanted it to go, and it's Rushden that have an attack now. Long range drive by Hicks, actually comfortably held by Jazz Singh. He's asking an awful lot there from that range, and they haven't been bog standard saves either. Some of them have been really good. Green again now, rolls one into Concannon, just inside the 18-yard box. It's across the face of the goalkeeper, who got first contact on that ahead of Tyrell Waite, and gratefully grabbed the ball at the second attempt. It has just gone a little bit flat out there, hence our waffling. Rushden in possession, but it's another throw now to the visitors in front of the away dugout. On this day in 2002, with a 3-3 draw away at Folkestone Invicta, and we missed out on promotion that day to Kettering, I believe. Here's Jack Concannon. Well, he got a drive off towards goal from about 23 yards, and it's took a deflection out for a Tamworth corner. Couldn't find me in the picture though, although I was there, draped with a flag. Corner, Bezic to take. Oh, it's great goal! And it's Jordan Goff gets his first goal for Tamworth. Steaming in at the near post to head home. Tamworth 1, AFC Rushden Diamonds 0.
Yeah, and a goal from the most unlikely of players probably, Kev, this afternoon, from all the chances we've seen from Late and Concannon.
Not great defending by Rushden. I think if that goal was conceded by Tamworth, it would have been met with disgust. And that was a long range drive there, which Jazz Singh had to be alert to. The attack is still alive for Rushden. Hicks now curls one towards the corner. It's 1-1, and that was a really smartly taken goal by Nathan Hicks. Tamworth's goal lead is short-lived. They're pegged back to 1-1 on 69 minutes.
Goal scorer from AFC Rushden Diamonds in the 69th minute, number 11, Nathan Hicks.
And exactly, but according to your stats earlier, Kev, it's a rare thing for them to do, is actually score a goal.
Second goal in the last 6 games.
Throw in from Tamworth. And it's gone a little bit scrappy, Kevin. Tamworth having to do some defending.
Looks like a foul right on the edge of the area there against Jack Bowen. A high boot really by Joe Magunda as he tried to overhead kick that clear. But he did catch Bowen, and it literally is a foot outside the 18-yard box, very close to being a penalty.
Yeah, and this is a difficult position, like we've said before, isn't it, Kev, to get the back ball up and over the wall. It takes some skill.
Which is a considerable weight, Stuart. and it is Dolman now, smacks it low into the wall. The wall did its job, not fully cleared yet, and a recycled shot by the substitute there, Akwai, straight into the arms of Singh. Now Tamworth on the break, wouldn't quite fall for Christian Green there, and it's smacked out of play by the recently yellow carded Alex Collard. Equalised. If the first half belonged to Tamworth, it hasn't quite been one-way traffic in the second. Well, that's it, that is the end of the season. The full-time whistle is blown by referee Richard Walker. A much better end to the season, of course, and it's finished with a draw here at the CRMOT Centre Community Stadium at the Lamb. It is finished. Tamworth 1, AFC Rushden and Diamonds 1.